Shalom, shalom. This is Kapaya, a.k.a. Pops out of GMS Chicago. With a quick sit down. Before I get started, though, like always, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. To the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, who rule well, the elder bishops out of Connecticut, the apostles down in Texas, I send double honors because they do rule well. For the brethren around the world, pushing this truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies and the interaction with the people on the planet, declaring wanted, or send salutations. But hopefully, like to hope this is edifying for the Akwaf, the fear and the truth that's listening sincere, the chair to keep doing so. But for the squander's call for reprobate 2/3 Israelites and 17 other nations who are in the midst of Jacob's trouble, it is going to get a whole lot worse. Let me go over here and pull this up. Okay. This is a 11 Live about 2.5 hours ago. A sheriff of a county, and I'm gonna play it in Clayton County, and how these and as you're gonna see, these are all men of color, but this one guy that's in charge of the whole kit and caboodle is expressing his well, what I want to say, his disgust at and obviously he doesn't know he's Israelite. I mean, because they're all bald headed and booty faced and everything else. But just his disgust at what he would should perceive as a brother or whatever the case might be, and that just brings to the scripture how brother going to be hating brother. So I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna put some scriptures to this. Hold on. Let me pull this out so the sound can come through the phone.
Bluetooth disconnected.
So the color so it can come through the phone itself, and you can hear it clear.
United States? No, it's not in my county.
All new tonight at 6, we have obtained the video that prompted a federal jury to convict former Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill. This comes just days before Hill is set to be sentenced in federal court.
As our Caitlin Ross reports, the video was secretly recorded inside the sheriff's office and used by federal authorities during his trial, and she has the exclusive details tonight.
Hill is about to be sentenced on 6 counts of violating the rights of prisoners inside the Clayton County Jail. The video is 6 minutes long and shows the former sheriff's face as he orders deputies to strap a man down in a restraint chair just minutes after he was arrested. We've blurred that man's face because he's not charged with a crime. The room gets quiet as former Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill walks into a holding cell to confront a prisoner.
What were you doing in Clayton County that day?
This is a democracy, sir. It's the United States.
No, it's not in my county.
The video shows the man handcuffed and complying with deputies' orders, calling the sheriff sir as he asks about his rights.
Am I entitled to a fair and speedy trial?
Roll that chair around me. Roll that chair around me. You stay out of Clayton County. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You sound like a dummy.
Clayton County jail policy allows the use of a restraint chair only when the prisoner is a threat to themselves or others. But former prisoners testified that Victor Hill commanded that they sat in the chair for up to 10 hours. While Hill claims he's not guilty, this video shows him order the inmate to be strapped into the chair.
Sir, I'm asking you a third time.
You ain't gonna ask me, Jack. You gonna sit in
Am
this
I
chair?
entitled to a free and speedy trial?
You entitled to sit in this chair, and you're entitled to get the hell out of my county and don't come back. That's what you're entitled to. You sound like a damn Jack.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. Okay, and pull up some scriptures because, like I said, first of all, this is not our arrest. I'm gonna go there first, and where this man get off thinking that, you know, he owns anything, or this is a scenario that he's actually got some authority. As he said, as you can see, they about to indict him and lock his ass up for having this kind of behavior, or whatever the case might be. When in actuality, since he wearing a star, which goes back to being slave trackers, and this, that, and other, because that's what the sheriff of a region was back in the day, back in Western times and things to this nature. You know, he was basically hired. He was basically the hired gun to track down slaves. Okay, and this guy here done lost it and whatnot. Think that he's above the law, which is which is absurd, because the laws that these people have is not the laws of the scriptures, even though they said that this country was founded upon that. So let me get this scripture first. Okay, this is Micah 2. I'm start at 1 and read down through to about 10. Okay. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, so, you know, divide and conquer and all these other kinds of things. This is part of what it is that this man has done. Okay, so what has he done to the Israelite? First of all, he made Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom separate, which they had did anyway. He came over here in 2 different time periods, or whatever the case might be. But now, even to this day, they still separate. You know, you still, except for the elect that is waking up. And they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man. They oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay. So now, what did that sheriff say? It's his county. Okay. What county is it? I mean, this right here, this American fucking soil and shit was all set up for Esau to have his ultimate rule over us. You know, where he even took our heritage, the remembrance of who we were, and this, that, and other. So that man was treating that sheriff, like I said, which that star goes back to being a slave hunter to begin with, was treating that other man like he's his enemy, which is last part prophecies anyway, and these types of things to begin with. So, okay. So he's treating him like he's his enemy, which he said he would do, okay, in his last days. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughty, for this time is evil. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise the evil which, okay, a man here says, therefore, thus says Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise the evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughty, for this time is evil. Okay, so now this is all devised by Yahweh Bashim Al Shai for our disobedience in the first place. Okay, but it's also but this man of wickedness, this man of evil, is pulling this. Okay, but he's got even us divided against ourselves or whatnot, and it's all part of the plan that Yahweh Bashim Al Shai has. But like I said, this guy has no idea as to the card that he's playing. Okay, so he thinks he's the big bad man, or thought he was the big bad man in the county, and this, that, and the other. And that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with a doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He have changed the portion of my people, how he have removed it from me, turning away, he have divided our fields. 6. Therefore, thou shalt have done that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of Yahweh. Prophesy ye not, say they to them that prophesy, they shall not prophesy to them that they shall not take shame. O thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of Yahweh straightened? Are these his doings? Do not my words do good to him that walk uprightly? Okay, so for the elect that's trying to do these things, the Lord is going to be looking out, okay? But for those 2/3 and these people that are joined to this man, it's going to be the very opposite. Oh, thou that art named the house of Jacob, is the spirit of Yahweh straightened? Okay, 8. Even of late my people is risen up as an enemy. Ye pull off the road with the garment from them that pass by securely as men averse from war. The women of my people have ye cast out from their pleasant houses. From their children ye have taken away my glory forever. So this Edomite has beat down so much and devised wickedness against us so much that we stand against each other in the process and do his bidding on crazy shit. Like we got authority. But it says it's not for us. None of this that was here in America was set up for the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. It was not set up. The whole democracy thing that's here and whatnot, which that guy is claiming and asking, isn't this a democracy and this, that, and other? No, not for you. Not for you. This was set up to be your prison camp. And that's how he's even got Jake turning on Jake, showing him that it's a prison camp. Okay? And the only reason that it's coming to light and the man is catching the hell that he's catching there is because it was secretly recorded. Verse 10, rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And that's what that guy was feeling. He was feeling like, and they said that a lot of the inmates were saying that this man was a tyrant. Well, he was set up. Because like I said, because he was willing to join hand in hand and take on the laws and these, that, and the other of this Edomite. So this is what happened. Okay, so let me go and get that scripture for that. Okay, so this is 1 Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. Okay, in this case, it'd be Esau. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are around about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward when they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. And this is the fallen. This is us going into Greek customs and all this other kind of shit and falling away and not remembering who we are to the point that, like I said, by the time the scriptures got around to Timothy and whatnot in the New Testament, that's why I said Timothy was an Israelite, but his dad was Greek because he had taken on the customs. That's how long it had been, okay? So, but like I said, taking on these customs, following under their laws, their ordinances, and these types of things. Here it is, taking it up willingly. Okay, taking this up willingly. So that makes this now make absolute sense. Let's see, where did it go? Is it still here? No. Let me see. No, not there. Let me go here. See, secretly recorded.
For the ones working hard, so things can.
And you got to deal with that. See, so that makes sense.
The room gets quiet as former Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill walks into a holding cell to confront a prisoner.
What was he doing in Clayton County that day?
It's a democracy, sir. It's the United States.
No, it's not in my county.
See, he's trying to hide behind behind laws that he think that's for him. It's not a democracy for him. Okay, this is a draconian law institution, coast to coast, north to south, east to west, for the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. But this guy wants to try to hide behind that. So, like I said, it's not there for him. Okay, it's not there for him. And if this hadn't been secretly recorded, he wouldn't have any justice coming to him. Period. Okay, and it's not really justice. They just tired of this motherfucker, so they go. Like I said, they not gonna let the wall stand for him. They gonna let it come crashing down around his head. Okay, he done got too big for his britches as well, obviously. Because if they wanted to go, away, it would go away. Okay, period. Simple as that. So let me get another scripture. Let me get another scripture. But yeah, see, this man has chose to be joined hand in hand with this Edomite and his unrighteous decrees, and enforce them for them on his own people as well. Okay. So now here we are in Zechariah 7, and I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna read 8 through 10. And the word of Yahweh came unto Zechariah, saying, Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, Execute true judgment, and show mercy and compassion every man to his brother. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. But the way he was talking to him, he wasn't following this. Okay? But this is him though. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. So they didn't want to hear it then, and he didn't want to hear it now. He was willing to do the bidding of Esau, Edom, even at the detriment of his own kind. Okay, let me get another scripture. Matthew 5:23. What it says here, it says, and this is in red, so you can see this is Yahweh Shah speaking. Therefore, if thou bring a gift to the altar, and thou remember that thou have aught against, remember that thy brother have aught against thee, leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way first, and reconcile to thy brother, and then come and offer thy gift. So you're not supposed to even have a mindset where you want to be evil toward each other, okay? But in this world, the way it's split and divided right now, you can only do, like I said, the elect can't be kind-hearted in that sense of the word toward the 2/3. And what I mean by that is we kind in the fact that we stand out there and we tell them what's coming to the forefront, what's getting ready to happen, what Yahweh Basham Shai is getting ready to do. Okay. But they don't want to hear that either. Okay. So all we tell them and get the blood off our hands. Okay. Because they go look evil toward us because we're not of this world. We're not trying to fit into the constraints that this world has set up right now and how they got going right now. Okay. So this like I said, this is not our rest. So we go out there to the highways and byways and preach the word, but these people don't want to hear it. But like I said, but you got these people willing to be in the background as sheriffs and whatnot, and be downright evil toward their own kind. But it says this also. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. So this man is doing that, okay? And this is the evilness that was going to be in the last days in the process of. But this is a curse that came from the beginning, okay? In Deuteronomy, it says the same thing. As a matter of fact, in Deuteronomy, let me get that, Deuteronomy 19 and 18. Let's see. Deuteronomy 19 and 18. Deuteronomy 19 and 18. And the judge shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness, and he testify falsely against his brother. That guy was putting charges on that man. Okay. As you said, as you heard them say, he wasn't charged with anything, so they blurred his face. But the man evilness toward him was so oozing from him that even though he hadn't done anything wrong, the man just wanted to. He needed somebody to just be able to belittle and persecute and just trot them down into the dirt. Okay. Like I said, making people sit in a chair for 10 hours where they piss and shit on themselves and all this other kind of stuff. This is literally a law here. Deuteronomy, what it says again, and the judge shall make a diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness bear a false witness and testify against his brother, then shall ye do unto him as he had thought to do unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. Okay, so if you know that if you do something wrong against your brother and it ain't righteous, it can come back to you. That'll change your whole thought process. Okay, which is why Yahweh said what he said: love the Lord with all your heart, with all your might, and with all your soul. And the second of these, love your neighbor as you love yourself. None of that was being exhibited in that. So, like I said, I'm gonna leave it there with that. So you can see that, like I said, these curses that's been deemed and put on us as a people are still in effect. They will be for signs. That's how we know we are who we are. They will be the indicators that the Israelites are who they are. Okay? And this man here, he's doing Esau's bidding. Okay? Got a big, strong, muscular black buck in there, and all of them are black. This is all Israelite on Israelite crime per se. Let the last of it play and call it a day.
No, it's not in my county.
The video shows the man handcuffed and complying with deputies' orders, calling the sheriff sir as he asks about his rights.
Is there not entitled to a fair and speedy trial?
Roll that chair around me. Roll that chair around me. You stay out of Clayton County. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You sound like a dumb.
Clayton County jail policy allows the use of a restraint chair only when.
Enough said. So, hey, like I said, these curses are still in effect. Our people still going through them. They still dealing with them. And like I said, the elect know what's going on. They can see these things as the scripture says, agree with our adversaries speedily. So you can see this. He was trying, but because he don't have that spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai in the midst of that, because all of them was bald-headed in the room. Like I said, the Lord isn't going to come and rescue him in that scenario. He let it be recorded so that they can, so that he caught the hell that he caught, and now they can turn around and give what they need to give to the bald-headed sheriff in the process. So with that, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakodash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. I send double honors because they do rule well. The elder bishops out there in Connecticut as well, and the apostles down in Texas. For the brethren around the world pushing this truth again and uncut, unfiltered, giving it good, bad, and ugly, breaking down the prophecies, declaring war on the planet, salutations. Hopefully, like I said, you're in the midst. We're in the midst of seeing these curses and whatnot come down the pipe. So I hope that's edifying to understand and be able to see and be aware and be circumspect and still steer clear of these types of scenarios. Okay, but 2/3 Israelites, 17 other nations who are going to be in the midst of this. You're in the midst of this. So for the first group, Ahadi Shalom, and the second group, Abal Babal.